Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to work with a few things. The Planner Essentials die tap 5 with sliders in combination with the Garden Party collection, the Wildflower 2. And the blue one is actually a die from Marianne Design. I don't know the number or the name, but I thought it would fit perfect on on one of the pages of the Planner Essentials, and that turned out to be the case. It fit perfectly, so I used it as an edge die. And here you see me cutting some acetate, because the middle circle I want to be a see-through circle, and on the other ones I'm going to use a dark brown cardstock. And my head was always going 5 different ways, but first I wanted everything to be brown, and then I didn't want that, and I'm now cutting off the excess of the other page. I just die cutted another one of those page dies, the tab 5 die, so it fits perfectly. And here you see me cut out the biggest circle with a small knife, because I want to use the acetate on the biggest, but I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do that, but I had to make sure that the big circle was out of there. So yeah, that worked out great. So now I have to glue in the acetate, and that's not going perfect the first time. So you see me do a second time, but I am using 2 acetates, and in the middle I want to glue something which can be seen on both sides. So I took my acetate from 49 and Market, and I'm going to use this butterfly, and it's a bit of an orange brown butterfly, and I think it will fit this project perfectly. So here you see me using glue to glue down the acetate, but it's not going the way I want to. There we are. And here I'm doing something wrong. I'm gluing the butterfly the wrong way. So here I am cutting a new piece of acetate and gluing the butterfly the right way. So one piece of acetate on one side, the butterfly in the middle, and another piece of acetate on the other side. And the see-through elements, I really love using them, but I do want it to be seen on both sides, and I want it to be pretty on both sides, but because I am going to do something on the other side of this page as well. So here I'm ready. So for the page itself, of course, I want to use the reinforcers. The Planner Essentials has a lot of very cute reinforcers. These are round with a bit of a retro, how do you say that, vintage reinforcers. I really like them. And I am using the film strip, which is also from the same die set, the tab 5 die set, the slider die set. And I really like using those film strips, and I have a lot of them, a lot of dies, but also washi tape and everything. I am going to use the Garden Party for this page, and this is the Wildflower 2. I think it's a very pretty flower and very good to use in a planner, because you don't have to, you can work flat, so to speak. So I can use it in my planner. I don't want to have a thick page or something like that, but it's okay. And this set also has very small flowers, and I want to have a few flowers in some of those circles, so that's why I am using this whole set, the small ones, the bigger ones. And here you see me coloring. I'm using the Rusty Hinge Distress ink, and I'm using the Vintage Tea Distress ink. It really gives a very nice effect together. It really fits together. And I have the Wilderness, the Forest Wilderness, no, I always forget that name. It's a green one. I have it here. Let's just see what it's called. The green one. Oh, Rustic Wilderness. And it will fit perfect as well. And I'm using the Rustic Wilderness. You will see that in a minute also with the tea dye color. I wanted a bit of the orange and brown page with a touch of green, because it really fits together very, very well. And here you see me assemble the flower, but in the middle I'm using a darker brown color for the heart of the flower. And it's a flat flower, but because of the color changes, it's a bit of a dimensional flower. So here you see me coloring the very, very small flowers, and I'm going to use the very small flowers in the circles. It will give a very, very nice effect. So again, the browns and the oranges will fit perfect with the entire page. I had the fossilized amber there as well, but I ended up not using it, because it was enough to use the browns, the green and the orange. Very small flowers, but very pretty in the circles. And the heart of every flower is going to be a darker brown. Ground espresso I think I used. Yeah, the ground espresso for the hearts. And this is going to be the one I'm using with the Rustic Wilderness color. I'm first using a little bit of green, not too much. Then I'm using the tea dye for a bit of a vintage look. And then I'm going back in with the Rustic Wilderness, and I'm using a bit of the ground espresso for the edges. Here you see me using the ground espresso. I just wanted a bit of a vintage look, and I don't want it to be too green or just orange. I'm blending the colors. And that's going to be very pretty. There we are. Ready. Flower is going to be on there, and as it's a flat flower, I can use it in my planner. And here I am gluing down the very small flowers in the circles. It's going to be a bit of a vintage flower page. So yeah, that's why I wanted to use the small flowers as well. And it just fits perfect also with the orange and brown butterfly, which is a bit hard to see because the light is reflecting on the acetate I see, but it really fits together. Here you see me using the very small elements that come with the die set, and they all, yeah, of course it all fits perfect on the flower. Angelica, who is the one who designs the flowers, really thought it through. Yeah, very pretty. And then I thought I want something else in the empty circle, and I thought, yeah, well, let's use one more butterfly. And I have this is the paper from 7 Dot Studio by Vinnebear. Butterfly Effect, I think it's called. Gorgeous paper. I'm using it for the base of the page as well. It's really pretty paper, and it has a lot of elements in there as well. You can see that I'm cutting a few. I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but there's a ticket in there and a stamp and a small letter, postcard, and I have some washi tape. This is 49 Market washi tape, and it's washi tape I use a lot. This is also 49 Market, and it's a lace washi tape. It's a big washi tape, but I just use pieces of it. And here I have just gathered a lot of stuff I had laying around. And here I am using the washi tape. I really like using washi tape. In this case, I'm using it on the background but the effect is always very nice. And I'm just stirring it up a bit because I don't want it to be so too straight. And here I am using the lace washi tape, but just parts of it, just as an accent on the page. And it's really pretty tape. I thought I could just tear it up, but I had to use my scissors because I do want to use the other sides of this page as well. So it shouldn't be too messy. And I'm just cutting around the page to make it all fit. And of course I'm inking the edges because that's what I always do. It sort of ties everything together. And it gives a bit of a vintage look because I really love the color Ground Espresso. And here you see me using the film strip on the background. It's just a fun background element. And again, cutting off the excess, of course. And then I have the ticket. Yeah, and here, this is the point where I'm thinking, okay, yes, it's coming. It's all coming together and this is going to be very nice. That's exactly the moment where I thought that. And I'm using the ticket and the stamp from the butterfly effect paper. And for just a bit of an extra touch, I am going to use my stapler. And here you see me, I have one leaf, I have a leftover leaf from another project. And I thought it would be nice to use on the top of the page, sort of as an extension of the flower. And it's really pretty. And I also have a leftover stamp I made, a postage stamp I made with the postage stamp set from the Planner Essentials. It's there on my desk underneath the flower and I'm going to use it as well. And for that I also used the butterfly effect paper from Finnebear. It's really pretty paper. And that leaf is going around the circle. And I'm getting happier and happier as I am just assembling everything. Here I'm gluing down the flower. Yeah, really nice. I really love the flower. I've used it a lot. And that's an extra accent on the page. And I am just checking if I can still use the other side, but I can use it for something else. And I think that's it, but oh no. Then I thought I need to do more stamping. And I have those typewriter stamps. And I'm using it on a bit of an empty part of my page. I'm always about details, and I was just looking at my page and I thought, well, something is missing. So why not use my typewriter stamps? And it's the alphabet and numbers and yeah, all kinds of details on those stamps. It's really easy to use. And now I think I'm ready. Yes. So my page. And this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.